Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just got back from Fort Myers, Florida. That's right, Fort Myers. Where is that? Does it really matter? I wrote a song. Florida, Florida. Thank you for your sticky air. Bipolar weather, swamps, alligators, and your serial killers. People drink too much. They like to fight. There's never a shortage of sluts. There's never a shortage of sluts. But make sure you wrap your wang, because that tropical air and lack of morals will give you something they can't make better. Your dick will cry big yellow tears and fill your heart with fear. Fill your heart with fear. Fill your heart with Florida! Florida, ladies and gentlemen.
Florida! Woo!
Fort Myers. By the way, I had some great shows in Fort Myers, and for all you Fighter and the Kid fans in Seattle, I'll be in downtown Seattle doing stand-up at the Parlor, the new club, the Parlor Live.
When's
I'm
that?
excited. That is this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm back Sunday.
Go see him, people.
Back Sunday for some beach volleyball.
My brother's in town. Give it up. And
That's
my best
done.
friend Joe
That's
Klopfenstein in town.
We're doing that this Sunday.
My brother plays for keeps. Oh, and Joe Benavidez and his girl, Megan
got all of
O'Leary.
them.
They're all here. We're all playing whether you come or not.
Oh, I'll be there. And I hope Joey Benavidez is wearing the kind of shorts
I
that
guess
I'll be
he's
wearing.
really good at beach volleyball.
The kid's an athlete. I have no doubt. He's not tall, but he's an athlete. So he'll be able to
He's
set.
a little bit of a digger, you know?
Yeah, he's
Just
going to
setting.
be intense.
Am I going to spike the ball in your face, Joe B? 100%.
Yeah, but if I'm on the other team, I'll be blocking. I'll be just jumping, just getting there.
It's going to be you and Joe B versus me and my brother.
I'm down. I'm ready. What about Klopp?
He's huge.
He's just a giant.
He's
Have
so
we
big.
played volleyball with him?
No, but he's
we
good,
haven't.
though.
I bet
He's on my team.
Oh, no. He's a giant.
He's a
Kloppenstein
big
is
boy.
the biggest. He's like the biggest. He's probably in some ways the biggest most
person I know.
handsome guy. Like if he was in a movie with The Rock, people would be
He would
like,
dwarf The Rock.
He would dwarf The
I've
Rock.
seen The Rock in person.
Right.
Now that you bring that up, everyone knows there's no bigger fan than The Rock than Big Brown.
I love him too.
I love me some Rock.
You
I love me some Rock.
You love him as much as you like Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, right there. It goes Cadbury eggs, Rock. It's a very tight
You
finish.
put him on a scale and
It's tough.
they're weighed out.
It's tough. However, I went to go see Hercules. Woke up early. Booked my ticket at the Marina Center here.
Yeah.
At the where you got reserved tickets, you know.
Yeah.
Super excited for Hercules. Finally, a legit Hercules. The Rock's in it. Hold.
Because I was excited.
Hold.
But I was excited.
Hold.
I wanted to see that lion jump at him.
Bro.
Come on, man.
Bro.
Yeah, come on, give me something.
Terrible.
Oh no.
Terrible.
It gets terrible.
It was bad,
How
man.
many T's
I
on the terrible?
couldn't.
Our new the way we now rate movies is going to be how many T's?
How many T's?
It was how many
Terrible.
gave you a serious stutter?
You know what? I wanted to walk out early.
Oh no!
I
And you
know.
don't walk out. You have terrible taste in movies.
I know.
So if you think that's terrible, then it's got to be terrible.
You know what though? There's just none of it really makes sense. The fight scenes are bad. Listen, I like Rock as an actor too. I think he can act. I think he can act. Have you seen Be Cool?
Agree.
When he's the gay guy in Be Cool, amazing. Rundown, amazing.
He's a straight up
Walking
good actor.
Tall.
I'm
dope.
an actor, and I'm telling you, he's a good actor.
Bro, I've seen every Rock movie,
Yep.
including The Tooth Fairy. All right, including The Tooth Fairy. That's how big of a Rock fan I am.
Yeah.
Hercules did nothing.
What
for me.
happened?
It was like, you know what? If you took, this is how bad the movie was. If you take The Rock out of Hercules, that's a WB special on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, why would
That's
they do
how
that?
it was like. Even if it was on the WB on a Sunday afternoon, I would probably switch back and forth, but I probably wouldn't watch it all.
Well, why are they doing that? Don't they know when they spend that much money on a movie to get a script and to, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's killing it in the theaters
No,
either.
it's not. It's not.
I don't
doing
think
well.
it's killing
I don't think
it.
it's doing well
Because
at all.
listen, this is this day and age with Twitter. And I would never do this. Listen, I would rather give Rock my $50, which it cost me for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
I'd rather just give Rock $50 to see it. Just bro, take my money here.
But people,
because I want
do
to
that.
support you.
But
Here's
people,
my money.
You're right. People
People,
go,
as soon as they leave,
right.
they go check it. Don't go to Hercules. It sucked. And then it's a vicious cycle, which I would never do that.
Yes, but you know
Yeah,
what?
that movie, Lucy.
Well, I want to see Lucy.
Why do you want to see it?
I just like the action.
Or Scarlett Johansson.
Never found her that attractive. How about that?
Hold.
Never found it that attractive.
Hold.
I think a lot of it might be
Warm
smoke
hand to
and
your
mirrors.
face,
I think
son.
a lot of it might
Scarlett
be smoke and mirrors.
Johansson?
That's correct.
Nah. I saw her in a live play in Broadway.
Really? You saw a Broadway play?
Oh, yeah. I love live
I didn't
live
know
music,
that.
live plays. Can't get enough
I
of them.
didn't know that.
Oh, love them.
Live theater. It's called
Live theater. Love them.
Wow.
Love them.
I didn't know that.
Favorite thing to do.
We have to go to New
Favorite
York.
thing to
We
do.
have to go to New York together.
I'm not a New York guy. You know this.
Oh, no. You come to New York with me. It's a whole different game. We're going to go to New York. Let me make something clear on this
podcast. I need beaches.
podcast.
I need oceans.
Let me make something clear on this podcast.
Dime pieces.
You come to New York with me. You spend 5 days with the kid. You
No.
spend 5 days.
Too long
You
away
come
from
back,
LA.
You're going to
Too
come
long
back
with
on
you.
this
Too long with
podcast
you.
and you're going to go, I had the best time of my life, and I love New York. You'll see, because you don't know where to go. Now, having said that,
Scarlett Johansson and I are close friends
so
now.
you thought she was very hot. In the
Especially for like a LA actress with curves.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
I like that.
And her voice. Did you see her?
No.
Did you, Evan Bear? Did you see her? Well,
Nope.
What's the name? Joaquin
Phoenix.
With Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin. I always say Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Hey,
Man, you've never seen her? You guys need to step your game up in here.
No, we're bad. I'm an actor. It's my business. I don't go see movies. I got problems. I got some
you study
problems.
your craft.
But wait, you had reminded me of something, and I can't remember what it was. What were we talking about?
The Rock.
The Rock.
Anyways, go see the movie. I'm super hard to please. You know what my thing is? You know what I'm not gonna do anymore? When I go to the movies, I don't go because some people go see like Transformers or Expendables 19 because they just want to watch action and get away and just be like, I just like to get away from everything and see shit blow up, blah blah blah.
Actually, though, I disagree.
I don't do that. I go because I want to be educated. I want a good story. You know what I'm saying? I want good
think
acting.
Everybody does, and I think the reason that Hercules is not doing well is exactly because people don't like being. Let's see what they do. What they used to do, and what I love about Twitter now is that movie studios used to say, "Look, movie's not good. We can get our money back before word gets out.
Yep, exactly.
So let's blast it for the weekend.
Media blast.
Now you got a day. You got one shot, and if you
got one weekend.
If you
got one weekend.
If you got to, you basically even after Friday's big, Saturday's drop now, because what happens is exactly that. Is the network, the studios realize they cannot pull a fast one. You put out crap, people immediately tweet, "This is shit," and your numbers dive. They
See, I would never do that. I got too much respect for The Rock. It's not his fault. He's been in great movies. I hope it goes great for him. Obviously, he's not struggling financially,
but it's
it's a movie where the previews where it shows him kill that boar, that lion. Yeah, bro, that's all in the first 5 minutes. Then you got to deal with this bullshit story where there's no character development. But Evan the Beard, I mean, you're a Rock fan.
Yeah, I mean, I would never go to a Rock movie expecting like insane character development. Or
the
even,
rundown was good, man.
And so when he does deliver that, which he has,
I expect
plenty of
that.
times, I'm just. It's just icing on the cake for me.
Bro,
it's surprising that The Rock is that good. Like, he's not supposed to be, right? He's supposed to be a wrestler and a big. The guy is very special.
He's
and
special.
by the way, speaking
Has
of
some
special,
charisma.
he's got a body. I've now realized that we are, I think, the #1 viewed podcast
on
in
video.
in certain
iTunes,
categories.
what's up?
But you've been lifting like a maniac, and I'm a little self-conscious of my arms. I've been hiding
See, it's
them.
video. I do this just for the video.
Well, Brendan was deadlifting 510 pounds for 10 reps.
505, Brian.
It's a
Don't
lot of
steer
weight.
them wrong.
It's a lot of weight.
So when I do big stuff like that, I send Brian a picture of it. I text a picture and said, "For sure, shut your mouth next time I see you." Hashtag 505 pounds,
That's a
10
lot of
times.
weight.
Yeah.
Now, are you sore?
A little sore right now. A little sore. We got a long day too. A little sore.
Do you think you can lift more than The Rock?
Me and The Rock are on a different supplement program. Me and The Rock are definitely.
Are you suggesting The Rock did some supplements for Hercules?
What? What? Bro, I had some guy tell me, yo, bro, when Matt Damon was getting ready for Bourne, he deadlifted 450 pounds 6 times. 6 times, bro. Real quick. 1, don't give a shit. 2, we're on different supplements. I do not care.
You think Matt Damon was doing steroids?
I think enhancing supplements are prevalent in freaking Hollywood.
There is no question about that.
You
There
think
is zero question.
Will Smith got the 215 pounds shredded as Muhammad Ali by eating Cheerios, Brian?
I love talking to athletes because for me, I would have been like,
For me, it's clear as day.
He was working out and he was eating well.
For me, it's clear as day.
And
You know what else is great? Is on the internet how when guys say, "Man, I want to get shredded. I want to look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club."
In Troy.
No, in Fight Club. Most say Fight Club. You know how small Brad Pitt is. You know how small he is in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Like when I went to go see Hercules. I guess there was a Hercules before that recently came out, and it was like the kid from Twilight's in it.
Right.
And the girl I with goes, "See, to me that's Hercules." I go, whoa. What'd you just say? She goes, "To me that the kid from Twilight's Hercules." I went, "Do you have any idea how small that kid is?"
Yeah.
Hercules? That kid's maybe 170 pounds,
Right.
maybe 165.
Right.
Hercules, Rock is Hercules.
Right.
And I slapped her in the face.
Oh no.
Slapped, warm hand to the face, and walked out.
I mean, you did it figuratively. Not
Yeah,
really.
no, I didn't
you don't
touch
hit
her.
Women
No,
in the
I
face.
did not touch her. I did not touch her.
I'm always shocked at how small actors are.
They're tiny, man.
How
And
small, like when you have like Tom Hardy, when we were doing Warrior, Tom was when he showed up at set, he was 143 pounds, I think, and then he lifted weights and got bigger, but he was up to 170 maybe.
yeah, listen, man, it's Hollywood.
It's
just
the reason
like
we're actors and you guys are athletes. It's a different
big
thing.
difference. Big difference. It's like and a lot of it including hot chicks, man. I see a lot of famous hot chicks all the time, and when you see them on like billboards, or you see them on the cover of Maxim or
It's taken 2 hours to
FHM.
get there.
First of all, a lot of it's photoshopped. A ton of it's photoshopped. Yeah, they're dime pieces, but when you see like a guy in Muscle and Fitness or a girl on Maxim, there's a lot of work. They're not walking around like that.
No, man. I dated a couple girls like that who would like the routine they'd go through for a month before. 'Cause they
Before a
knew they had
photo shoot, right?
Photo shoot was like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You date one of those girls, and it's like whether she was a model or this one fitness model I dated, or there are certain actresses where they'll just they'll drink coffee because it's a diuretic, so that they're
Just
not
all
holding
day
any
long,
water.
right?
Yeah.
All day long.
Crazy stuff.
Tell you what, someone asked me to do a photo shoot recently. I said, "You're gonna have to give me a month notice." I've gone straight Hollywood. I need a month notice, son.
I need a
no
month
No
notice.
one's doing it on 2-day notice.
That's right.
You're not getting Big Brown on
And
2-day
what's the
notice.
lighting? I saw.
I need the lighting. I'm gonna for sure need a makeup artist
Well, I just did my movie. My Man Is a Loser. It's out on iTunes, and
on iTunes.
yep.
No.
Yep, on demand iTunes.
Oh, it's
on-
not out in
It
theaters.
is. It had
Wait.
theatrical release. The
Whoa,
problem
whoa. Let's back up here real quick.
Yeah.
Let's back up here real
this
quick.
Friday it aired. It was on in theaters. I didn't tell you, did I?
No, well,
My Man Is a Loser.
hold
In
on here.
theaters.
Was it? Are there previews for it or
There are previews for it
on TV?
I believe so. There were, but it
Evan,
was.
did you see a preview for My Man's a Loser?
I've been out of the country, so I can't answer that question.
DJ, did
I've
you
not been
see
watching
anything?
TV.
Nothing. Me neither.
Let's pull it
Wait,
up.
no, hold on.
Pull
It's
it up,
on
My Man Is a Loser, and let's,
but it's on iTunes already.
Well, it was a
Did it go straight to
simultaneous-
DVD?
It was now hold on, hold on, sir. I'm gonna have to sir. I'm gonna.
Are you starting a movie that went straight to DVD?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to hold your questions until I have a chance to explain.
Did your movie and Scorpion King 7 go straight to DVD?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step off for a
Are you
second.
in Expendables 21?
Stand down, sir. Sir, please
Sir,
stand
down.
Now, what happened was that it was decided
Well,
by
what happened
Lionsgate
was-
to release it theatrically and simultaneously
Oh yeah, because people do that all the time.
on iTunes, etc. Let's play the trailer. Can we play the trailer up on here?
Let's see.
Let's
this
show the
trailer.
people what
While
I'm
he's
about.
setting that up, now my
Here-
man is who's in this?
Well, John Stamos, Michael Rappaport.
Ooh, John Stamos,
Yes.
timepiece.
Yes,
is he
he is.
married?
He's not married. And here's the problem, though. They shot it on high def. Seeing yourself on high def when you're
Makes you look a
40
little older, right?
I was 45, I think. Yeah,
You shot this 2 years ago?
I think so. It's a little humbling when you're that. But I looked pretty good in some shots. I'm a cutie pie. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a bit of a cutie pie.
Did you have fun on
Some of the
set? Now,
shots.
when you were making it, did you know it was going
They
straight
paid
to
me
DVD?
a lot of money.
Did you know it was going straight to DVD though? There's no way John Stamos is signing up for a movie if they're like, yeah, bro, it's getting
No, it
straight.
actually had a theatrical release. It's called a limited
at,
theatrical
but
release.
at like one of those weird theaters. Was it at like the Aztec Theater
No,
off La
I
Cienega?
don't know how many theaters, but I think it was like something like like 1,000 theaters.
Let me tell you something, Brian.
nationwide.
I am a movie goer. You name a movie, I've seen it.
Pull it
I've
up.
never heard of this movie.
Well, I didn't talk about it much, and I need to.
Here it is right here. My Man's the Loser, starring our boy Brian the Kid
There it is,
Callen.
ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, we
That's when you play it, the beard.
I think it's number 6 now on iTunes.
Well, there's only 6 of the movies. No one really releases them on
Here you
iTunes.
go.
Yeah.
Sean Young. You can't hear it, really, can you? Can they hear
I
it?
can hear it. They probably can't hear it.
Oh, if they can't hear it, never mind.
Well, no, hold on. Let me get
Yeah,
this.
just get through it.
Did you hang out with Stamos a bunch?
A bunch in New York.
Good dude.
He's a great guy.
Is he a dime piece in person?
I'll tell you the whole story.
Bro, I mean, you are in this movie.
I'm starring in this movie.
Bro, this isn't like
I'm
About Last
I'm
Night where I came
starring-
to the premiere and you were in it for 2 seconds. Give it up, dog.
I'm starring in this movie.
Ooh, she's a cutie.
Oh, that's Tika Sumter. She was in Ride Along. She's now in the
Yeah, I
new
know
James
she's in
Brown movie. She's
Ooh,
a cutie pie.
Is she a cutie pie?
I
Single?
love her.
Single?
I think she is single.
Okay,
Yeah.
Brian. We'll talk about this off air.
Yeah, you guys would make
We'd make some brown babies.
you'd make some beautiful brown babies. Oh,
Bro, this movie looks great.
you'd like this movie. His punching's not good.
God, his punch is bad.
John Stamos.
Bro, everyone look up My Man is a Loser. Watch the trailer. Legit, B. I was
bad,
clowning
not
on
bad,
you.
not bad, not bad.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So it had a Lionsgate release, and now it's on. You can get it.
100%. I'm.
But can I
100%
tell you
I'm
something?
gonna get that movie when we leave here.
But when you're seeing yourself in high def, certain angles you look good, other angles.
They gave you
boy.
a weird haircut there,
They-
though.
but they
Kind
were
of gave you that
dusting my
Jim
hair.
Carrey Dumb and Dumber style.
No, they were dusting it. See, the problem is in some shots they leave it alone. Other shots they put that they'll fill
Define
your hair
with
in.
dusting. What are we
They
talking about here?
fill it in with tiny hairs so it looks thicker. And the problem with that is it looks artificial.
It looked
so
like you had a
never
helmet
again.
on. It looked like you had a helmet on.
You can't
It
do
looked
that.
like you had a Chicago Bears helmet on.
You know why? Because it's high def. You can't do that on high def. You cannot have them mess with your hair. It's got to be just leave your hair the way it
Now,
is.
so they were like, you know what? We're gonna give you this weird haircut and dress you like an asshole.
Yeah.
That was your character.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
That makes sense.
I'm a civilian.
You're a civilian loser.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The
Yeah.
movie looks legit. Proud of you, man.
I think you're going to like it.
Hell yeah. How come we didn't go to that opening?
Because it was in New York City, and I had to shoot Navy Street. A show about MMA.
You're kind of killing it.
Yeah, I've been
You're
working.
kind of working.
Yeah.
And today, Brian will be my co-host on UFC Now, available on Fight Pass.
I'm excited about that.
Are you
UFC
are you
Now.
nervous at all?
I don't get nervous.
You don't ever get nervous. That's
No.
not good. That means you do not give a shit.
No, I care. I just don't. I mean,
just don't care.
I perform for 2,700 people in a theater. I'm not going to be nervous
But
about doing it,
comedy.
you know.
You hold on. Hold your P's and Q's here.
Yeah.
Real quick. When we went on stage at the expo, you looked a little nervous.
Couldn't have been
Having the
less,
beard.
Couldn't have been less nervous.
You look a little nervous.
100% nervous.
but couldn't
You were
it
a little flustered.
No, couldn't have
5
been less,
minutes into it, he goes, let's get to fan questions.
Well, no, couldn't have been less nervous.
And then
I was
and
just
then
trying
10
to-
minutes go by. Let's get to fan
No,
questions.
what I was worried about was that they couldn't hear us because that music was playing, and I thought this is going to be crickets. But it turned out
Nope.
to be great.
Turned out to be
I was
great.
more concerned with how we were going.
Ryan, you think I would put myself in a position where we're just going to turn out shitty?
It was
Have
good,
I ever done that?
It was good. We had our first live podcast.
It went great.
Yeah.
You were nervous as shit.
I was not nervous. As
You had
shit.
pee-pee on the front of your jeans.
I did. I peed a
Little
little bit.
pee-pee.
I had a little pee-pee.
Little pee-pee.
That's because I'm incontinent. I need diapers.
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
get
older.
nervous all the time. You want to know the last time I was nervous?
Mm.
Last week going to the DMV.
Why?
bro, I had to get so my license expired, and I'm buying a new place, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, we're all set. Escrow's moving along. He goes, bro, you don't have a current driver's license? I go, nah, mine expired. I'll just take my passport. He goes, it doesn't work like that, my man. You got to get a new driver's license, which I should have done anyway. I've just been procrastinating.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll get it done tomorrow. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. Opens at 9 a.m. I'm going to get there at 8:45. I'll be out by, worst case scenario, 10 a.m. Go to jiu-jitsu at 11, lift at 3.
Good luck.
That was my plan.
Yeah.
I show up, and it was like a public announcement. Attention, attention. Every unattractive, out-of-shape person get to the DMV by 9 a.m. Los Angeles, Culver City. I mean,
It's a hard
I
show.
walked up, and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So there actually is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the real world.
Yeah.
Because apparently the same stuff that made the Turtles has fallen on all these people, and it's in the Los Angeles water. Right? It's just like a beast.
Yeah.
So, and the line's out the door, and I'm like, Jesus, man. And I figured I'd just roll in there, get a number. They would take my picture. I'd get my license out the door. 2.5 hours later, I'm still in line.
That's right.
Right? Still in line. Finally get to the front, fill out the paperwork. I'm sitting there. Another hour and a half goes by. I have no headphones, nothing. Phone's about to die. I'm about to freak out. I'm sweating. I thought it was going to go so quick. I didn't eat either. So now Big Brown's hungry, waiting,
Sure.
a little freaked out,
Sure.
surrounded by people.
Now, that's very
It's a
important.
nightmare.
Now, and by the way, please understand that that's called government. That's
There
how
has to be a better way to
government
do
works.
this.
You think?
There has
The
to be a better way.
to do that is you create incentive structures. There is no incentive structure at the DMV for people to move quickly.
No.
They're not making bonuses.
They're there
or more
9 to
money.
5. 9 to 5.
So anytime the U.S. Post Office and the DMV, if you want to see how government works, and every time you decide you vote to
Nightmare.
make government bigger, just please remember, and sometimes you need government, it's true, but every time you vote to raise taxes, which really means you're making government richer, just please understand every time you look to government to create a solution to your problems, just remember there might be a better way, because my example is the DMV and the Post Office.
So and people online, because I said something on Twitter like, at the DMV, this is fun. Something stupid, right? Some tweet I put out just because I was bored. And people go, God, I can't believe you didn't make an appointment. I did make an appointment. That was with an appointment. Yeah. We're 4 hours deep. Finally, I get to the front of the line.
I should have called your boy. See, you don't
hold
call
on.
me.
So finally, I get to the front of the line. I tell her, I'm like, yo, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, great, $32. I'm like, this is easy. Put down your California address. This is easy. I'm like, okay, see. She goes, okay, just go in that line over there and take your test. Real quick, what'd you say? Yeah, just go back there and you got your
you had to take a test.
You got your written test. I'm like, geez, at 30, you want me to go take a driving test?
You got nervous?
They go, yeah, take the written test. Well, I'm like, oh, like, she goes, yeah, it's 40 questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Back in line again. I'm in line for about another 40 minutes.
Empty stomach,
lightheaded. Everyone's studying these pamphlets. Everyone's studying. It's 40 questions, my man. Everyone's studying these pamphlets. It's not like your basic shit either. It's like
if a motorcycle's in front of you by 50 feet,
yes,
how far, all that stuff.
If there's a big truck and there's 100 feet and it's all multiple choice.
All stuff you never think
I
about.
look around, I see these people, I'm like, you know what? I got a college education. I should be able to ace this test without studying. While everyone else has been studying for weeks. Roll up there, they give me the test, I'm like, shit, this might as well be in freaking Arabic. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You can only miss 6.
What is the velocity?
Big Brown
of the
missed
rotating?
4. Give it up. I
Yeah.
passed it. Safest driver on the roll, fool.
Yeah, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways, passed it. Was nervous. I was like, what? How many? You get? I think 2 or 3
Yeah, that would
attempts.
suck.
I'm like, if I don't pass this, I have to go back through this tomorrow.
You got to hire a driver.
So I'm sweating. I'm like, damn, I'm sweating bad now. Super hungry. Get done with that. Like, oh, yep, you pass it, miss 4, you can miss 6. Over there. I go over there, wait in line for my picture. I'm like, I'm going to have this picture for a while. I got to look pretty cute here.
Yeah.
So I wore a tank top because it's a California driver license.
Really?
So I wore a tank
Did you
top to look
smile?
super Cali, right? Got the tank top, got the chain on, brown. Did a
Adorable.
couple push-ups in that shitty bathroom. So then I get to the picture, and she's like, next. Get there, and she's all, you can smile if you want. You bet your ass I'm smiling. Smile. She's all, this is how it looked. She's all smile. She's all chin down because I always have my chin up.
You got,
So
yeah. Your
chin
chin's
down.
always up. Your
always
neck looks
up.
very super long.
I always flare the neck.
Just a
right?
long. It looks
Trying
like
to look
a
like Brian
giant neck with a
Urlacher.
button head.
Trying to look like Brian
Yeah.
Urlacher.
Yeah.
So I put my chin up like this. She goes, chin down. chin down. I'm like, what the fuck? Chin down. I'm not making this up. Chin up. I was like this.
Keep that.
There could not be a bigger Chris Hansen to catch a predator picture for an ID if I've ever seen one.
Because you know what?
And
when you smile with your chin down, you're a creep. Like, you know what I mean? When you're like, hey.
Bro, this is how I look.
Ew.
And then she goes, "Oh, good." And I go, "No, can I take notes?" She goes, "Oh, we don't have time, honey. Keep going." Oh, okay. And then she goes, then you get to see it on like a piece of paper. Big Brown, worst picture he's ever taken.
I gotta see
I
this
look
picture.
like pure shit.
We gotta post
I look like I'm a molester kid.
Gotta post this picture.
As soon as we get, I'll give it to you
my
guys. And then you don't. And then I thought I get it right there. You'll see it in 7 to 10 business days.
Oh no!
God damn!
You gave
man.
me an idea for a joke now. That's so true. If you're smiling with your chin up and you're just like smiling, it's normal. The minute your chin starts going into your neck, and
you
look
slowly
like
turn into a pedophile.
Yeah, you look like you belong in a van.
I went from
in a windowless van.
It goes
with
from
candy
I
in
went
your
from
hands.
cutie pie, little weird,
Kidnapper.
super weird, driving a white van. You know what I'm saying? Like went bad, man. And then I go, "Oh no! I see it. You know me, I'm super right. I'm just like, no, please don't.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with this. Nope, she's not having it. You know what I'm gonna do next
That's
time?
yours for 10 years.
You know what I'm gonna do next time? I'm gonna go like this until I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna like smile if you want to, and I'm just gonna go, and bam.
There you go.
Because they'll do it right away when
Well,
you're
every
not
time
ready.
I take pictures, like if I've done headshots, they make you look down and they go, "Now
and look up.
and you look up. I hate
All like
pictures.
smoky.
Yeah.
Look now.
And no matter how smoky I try to look, regular guy.
Well, did you see the World
Regular
Cup?
guy.
Did you see the World Cup? They obviously told everyone, stand there,
Yeah.
look at the camera, and cross your arms. And everyone's all.
Yeah, I know.
They'd say everyone's doing this. Then you can tell the guys who aren't comfortable in front of the camera at all. They go.
All tight.
And then the one like Ronaldo was all.
You're damn right he was.
Right? Just
You're
bad
damn right.
ass.
With that
gotta
long
get your
hair,
mind right, man.
That long neck and that thick hair.
Oh man, that DMV though.
Renaldo.
Oh, by the way, missed every bit of training. You can't go to
No,
training
no.
after that.
You're there all day.
Oh, your day's
now,
done.
if you had called the kid, I have a connection.
You're the second
What I
person
would've
that told
done-
me this.
What
Go
I would
ahead.
have done is I would have had you go straight to somebody waiting for you. You would have waited in no line, and it would have happened It happened for me in 20 minutes. They
Yeah,
take you.
Whitney Cummins told me the same thing.
Yeah.
She goes, "Don't go to those
No.
DMV." She goes, "I have
Call
one you
some
can
people.
go to."
Call some people.
Well,
got
I didn't
people.
know. I had to make it happen.
You
I
might
don't
want to
know.
call the kid. I've been here for 20 years.
I
Call the
know.
kid.
I
next
messed
time.
up.
You try to go off on your own.
I know. I messed
try
up.
To, you try to sail the ocean.
It's like Finding
alone.
Nemo. I'm like
That's
Nemo.
what
You're the
happens.
dad.
That's exactly right.
You're like trying to keep me in that sea
You're
anemone.
in your little sailboat, and you try to
I
go
know.
out in open waters. If you can't go out in open waters without me manning the rudder.
Or like the big stingray in the movie.
That's
like
what yeah.
floating over me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Otherwise,
you're
you
right.
get taken by the currents.
Did I get taken by the currents? Sure did. Surrounded by a bunch of grouper fish.
That's
One
it.
freaking
That's it.
barracuda of a girl
Lot-
next to me. Just talking my ear off.
Giving you hungry eyes.
Could it get any worse?
Oh, I love it. I love
I was just about to stand up and yell, "Why?"
the
Knock all the
DMV.
chairs over.
Florida has its share of what's the word?
Florida has its share. In Florida, it looks like everyone's drinking swamp water.
Well, there's not a lot of vegetables eaten. There seems to be a lot of They fry Twinkies there.
Fried
and stuff at the
Twinkies,
carnivals.
crocodile ribs. I've
Yeah.
had crocodile ribs.
Yeah. By the way, Scary Woods.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Woods.
Crocodiles
in
are
Florida.
everywhere.
Oh, dude.
I don't fuck
I
with
mean,
that.
You're driving on the highway in this area called Alligator Alley, and it's just just woods on either side with panthers, with boar, deer, and every massive
Florida don't
reptile
mess
you can
around,
think of,
man.
including saltwater crocodiles.
Oh, I know. The
So,
worst kind.
Yeah, so you can keep it all. And by the way, don't kid yourself. Those woods also harbor something else. Turbo hillbillies.
Turbo.
Turbo. I call them turbo billies.
Turbo Billies?
Turbo billies.
What do you call
no
that?
teeth. They'll wrap you up in ham. They'll wrap you up in ham and throw you to the alligator just for kicks.
Just for something to
Just
do?
for kicks.
Just something to do?
Uh-huh. They do drink swamp water. They are the color of. They just got dirt on them. They haven't wiped off since 1972.
Some overalls?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And you are looking good to them. They'll mess with you if you know what I mean.
You walk
They'll
by
mess
it-
with you. They'll rub up on you like an itchy pig against a rough stump. They rub up on you like an itchy pig against a rough stump, or they
Jangling.
or they might eat you.
Might eat you even.
I mean, yeah.
Might eat you
Understand something. There are cannibals in them there woods, and everybody in Florida knows what I'm talking about.
Them those woods.
Them those woods are
Hey,
harboring some cannibals, some white cannibals. They're white. They're
They don't have
remnants-
tans?
Huh?
Are they like Bobby Boucher's mom from Waterboy?
Listen, they are.
Are they all like water boys, Bobby Boucher's?
They do not do well in the sun. That's why they hang out in that. They don't have the pigment. They tend to be very white, very pink.
Pasty almost.
Pasty. Real pasty and dirty. Real pasty and dirty with very few teeth. And we call them turbo billies. And they rub up on you. They rub up on Big Brown.
They rub up on you now.
Ooh, he's looking healthy. Ooh, he's looking all kinds of healthy. All that exercise, all that good nutrition. Look on them teeth. Got all them teeth, all them pearly whites. I'm rub up against him like an itchy pig against a rough stump.
An itchy pig.
Yeah! Hold him still. He's a big one. He's a big old boy. I'm used to wrestling alligators, so it ain't a big problem for me. He's a lot smoother than an alligator. Come over here, touch him, Billy Bob. Feels just like
Billy Bob?
Feels just like a wet olive. Feels just like a wet olive. I rubbed up against a couple dolphins in my time. He's even smoother than a dolphin. Yeah, that's why they call him Big Brown. He's got all that pigment in his skin.
Skin.
I love me some pigment and skin. I love pigs and pigment.
So stupid.
Hold him in, Rob. Ooh, he's a big, strong one. You be riding around wrapping him in ham. I want you to wrap him in ham. Gonna dip him in the swamp till the alligators eat him.
Wait, am I butt naked and they wrap me in ham?
Duh. You're not
Like a
wearing
piece of
clothes.
cheese?
Pull that John Varvatos. What the hell is that? What the hell is that shirt called? Pull that John Varvatos off him. I want to wear it. Let me smell it. Let me smell it. It smells good. It smells like possibility. It smells like
a possum.
smells like money.
He smells like a possum.
Smells just like a smooth possum.
Smells like a possum covered in coffee.
Yeehaw! Smells like good old coffee. Sorry guys.
Wow, that really escalated. Some
Yeah,
turbo billies.
You know they got those
Some
guys.
turbo
And that's
billies.
all I think about in those woods. I'm like, if my car breaks
wanna-
down right now,
you're-
I'm staying on the side of the road, I'm burning a flare, and I'm calling 911 immediately. And by the way, staying in my car, locked in my car. I don't care who comes to help me. He better have a badge, and I want credentials. I want lots of paperwork.
Before you're wrapped up like a little.
I'm afraid of Florida. Not Miami. Love Miami.
Not Miami.
Not West Palm. If you start going up the state,
The woods.
it is
Tallahassee?
It is deep south.
Tallahassee.
Oh yeah, even people from the south are like, that's the south.
We're good.
Yeah. Good people, by the way, very friendly people.
The South is a different animal,
It's
man.
a different animal.
When I went to New Orleans,
couple fights in the middle
In
of
the
my
crowd?
show. Oh yeah, one guy was I believe a Spanish gentleman, Mexican gentleman, who was calling me the N-word.
calling you that.
he
one-
was
hold,
screaming.
hey, hold on, real quick. Let's just give a little overview of what's going on in Brian's life right now. So, the movie you just did came straight to DVD. Netflix.
Don't say
And-
DVD. 'Cause
and
it's not
then-
DVD. It's all digital
And then
now.
it's
still
you're
in
doing
theaters.
stand up and people were breaking out in fights in the crowd calling you the N-word.
That's right.
That's what's going on right now in Brian's life.
I was using a Spanish word.
Things are
I
good.
was calling
Things
myself-
are
yeah,
good.
real good. I was calling myself El Gato. And
you guys started
the
calling
club
it-
is great. The club is called Off the Hook. It's great. I had a
Off
great
the
time.
hook. Come to
Hook
Off
Comedy
the
Club.
Hook.
It's
2
a-
for 1.
That's right.
It's ladies' night.
It's a great club, but they had a guy in there who snuck in, and he got up, and I was saying El Gato, and he goes, "You don't speak Spanish," and he was calling me the N-word. I didn't hear him,
What?
and he kept shouting, and so I dropped the mic and ran up to him and said, because I was a little mad, but I go, "What are you saying?" I had to shut him up.
You're trying
so
to make a
I dropped
joke?
the mic
He
and
was
I
a
run
heckler.
at him. Yeah, and he's on my back, and he gets up and puts his hands up, and
This is for real?
for real. So he wants to fight me.
Fuck, I wish you would have punched you in the face.
Right. So I looked at his eyes and I went, "Oh, you're drunk and crazy. You can't talk to me."
Was he a turbo Billy?
But he was
First of all, if a
downright feral.
bro, if a turbo Billy is there
Yeah.
dropping an N-word at you in overalls,
Well, that's different. No, this guy was Mexican. So he wasn't a turbo Billy. He was just crazy. He was a gentleman.
black belt and
He
crazy?
lost his way. Yeah. He was a guy who'd lost his way. I don't know
you
what I
ran
don't know
up
if he
to this
was-
crazy ass.
I don't know if he was Mexican. I don't know what he was. He was from somewhere, and he was but he was talking in Spanish, and he was telling me that I had no right to speak in
I
Spanish.
know
and
this
calling me
guy.
the N-word.
His
Right.
name's El Matador.
There you go.
El Matador.
And he was very drunk, and I said, "You're drunk," and then they had to converge on him. They had to converge on him.
He
and
probably
get
didn't
him
go
out.
easy.
And he tried to hide in the women's bathroom. and then they had to pull him out of there. Yeah, it was.
Boy,
it
this
was
sounds
scene.
like a first-class place,
Oh, but
Brian.
hold, and then
Get your prime rib
No,
and
they
shake
all-
a Turbo
you know what?
Billy's hand on
You
the
know
way
what?
out.
Everybody there apologized to me. They were like, "This does not represent Florida."
100%
Fort
it
Myers.
does. 100% it does.
Well, Florida
Sorry,
has some
man.
weird
You're
stuff goes
never
on.
going back there again. I'm going to ruin things for you. You're never going back
No,
there again.
I'll go back because the guy who owns this is my boy and he's a good guy. But the Florida does have weird stuff go on.
Bro.
A lot of serial killers. People eat your face. There's lots of stuff that goes on. Hey, you know what I mean? By the way, how about this? When I was there, they were investigating a robbery. Guess what?
At this nightclub
No,
you're
right
at?
near there, right near there. There were 5 naked guys.
You were in the hood, bro. You were in
Five
the hood.
naked guys, 5 naked white guys, very muscular. They looked good. 5 naked white guys broke into a restaurant. They thought they were going to steal, stuff. They stole meat. They just stole a bunch of meat. And they
Those
ran
are
out.
some Turbo Billies stealing
Naked
meat.
dudes, naked
Why
white
were they
guys.
naked?
They stole, because it's Florida, man. Because you don't need clothing. You know how hot it is in Florida? It's so hot, it's
That's
ridiculous.
random as hell.
5 naked guys broke in and stole a bunch of meat.
What?
And by the way, it's Florida. So I'm doing stand up. Now, in the middle of my show, that was the beginning of my show. In the middle of the show now, it's going well, it's going great. Crowd's amazing, love them. Florida's got good crowds. All of a sudden, a fight breaks out. Two guys stand up.
What?
And they're yelling at each other because one guy's making too much noise and he's drunk, and it's a scene. So the woman goes, "Thank you, we're leaving. It's our 3-year anniversary. We love you, but we hate them. So thank you. We'll see you later." And they just and I make a joke out of it and they leave. It was an
Damn.
adventurous night. It was an adventurous
Sounds like
night.
a nightmare.
A little bit.
I saw, speaking of shows, I saw Rogan in San Jose.
How'd that go?
Rogan, what's his boy's name? Tony
Hinchcliffe. Very
Hinchcliffe,
funny-
good.
very
They're
funny
both
dude.
good.
Yep.
I took some cats there. I was at the Facebook headquarters. I don't know if you saw the pictures. Facebook headquarters and
But how
Instagram
come
headquarters.
you looked like you were doing a flip off the wall, but that was
Yeah, that's Instagram. So at the Instagram headquarters, I met with the social media team there, the head of athletics department there. The way Instagram has it, it looks so all the furniture's like kind of like, I don't even know how you put it, like posted to the side, so it looks like you run up it, but I was just standing straight.
Oh,
And
that
then
was
we posted
wild.
it looks, and then Brian texted me and goes, "Geez, man, how'd you run up that
thought it was an
wall?"
anti-gravity
I went, "Because I'm
chamber."
a fucking lizard, Brian. That's why. Okay, that's how. Huh.
That's how, dude.
That's how.
You
It was cool, man.
lizard.
First of all, the Facebook headquarters, it's straight Disneyland for grown-ups. Super tough to get in there, but once you clear security, it's Pleasantville. Everything's freaking clean. Everything's free.
Yeah.
All the food you see, coffee, anything you see is free for the employees.
Yeah, I love that.
It's insane.
I wanna-
There's no dress
Don't you
code.
want to work sometimes at Google or one of those places and just have a real job, like where you can go do your work and go home?
Real quick, no. But yeah, so when I was there, it was dope, man. The food was amazing. Everyone was cool, attractive people,
Yeah.
crazy benefits. Real quick, this is what they told me. So Facebook has 9,000 employees worldwide now. I think they have 2 huge offices. Just off advertisement alone and sponsorship, a month, they make $1 billion a month off
$1 billion
advertisement.
a month.
Yes, and
They're
sponsorship.
making $12 billion a year.
Just off advertisement. Because I went, all this stuff, I'm like, why is this all this free? Why is everything so nice? And he goes, well, you know how much Facebook, just what they make off sponsors alone or advertisement alone a
It's a lot
month.
of money.
$1 billion.
A lot of people are still on Facebook.
And then after I saw this, I went, huh? I would do things completely different. All this is nice, but if I was making $1 billion a month, everyone would get a freaking Ferrari. You sign up, everyone's driving Ferraris.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What
Everyone's
if
driving
it would be
Ferraris.
guys like me who don't like Ferraris? I'd be like, I don't
No,
know.
oh no, you wouldn't be hired because one of the questions would be, what kind of car do you drive? And you'd say a Passat. I'm like, did you choose a Passat? And then if you're like, well, no, my wife did.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
I'm a sensible employee.
no, I'd be like, well, all right. So let's say
You'd be
say
a terrible employee.
no,
for Facebook,
no,
dude.
horrible.
Yeah.
Real quick. So let's say I'm Zuckerberg. I own Facebook.
Yeah.
You're sitting down for the interview. Real quick, I'm gonna say, Bryan Callen, let's see. Everything looks good here. Movie went straight to DVD. That's all right. Okay. Real quick here.
Stop saying DVD. It's
Sorry, man.
digital. It
Real-
was purposely released as a
Okay,
digital release
whatever.
as well.
Real quick here.
Damn it.
Real quick here. What kind of car do you drive?
Passat turbo diesel, sir. It's got great before you judge, sir. It's got great gas mileage, and also, sir, it's got very safe. It was a top safety.
Very safe. Right. Now, did you pick this or did your wife pick this?
I did. I picked it, sir, but it is black. But sir, it is black with tan interior.
Okay, let me get this straight. You physically sought out a Passat?
Well, sir,
before you answer, are you best friends with Ellen DeGeneres?
No, sir, I'm not.
You're not.
No, I just try to be sensible, sir. And the thing about this, it has a really roomy back seat. So if I want people to come with me, it's great. If I want to put a booster seat back there as well.
You're boring me. Yes. Shut your mouth. So if you had all the money in the world, if you had all the money in the world and could pick any car, what car would you say models after you best? Well, what car resembles Bryan Callen?
Well, sir.
And if you're gonna get hired, this is
important. I understand. And
what kind of car is Bryan Callen?
Okay, sir, I'm gonna answer this certain ways. I know that safety is very important to me. I also know that gas mileage is very, very important. So I would have to say, sir, overall and I'd like a little pep, like a little pickup. So I'd have to say that overall, I'd love
your job's riding on this.
I'd love the Blue Tech from Mercedes, which is a diesel.
Blue Tech's type of engine, but which Mercedes?
The 350e, sir. Sir.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Sir,
out of all the cars in the world,
it's a good car, sir.
An E-Class Mercedes.
Sir, it's a sensible car.
You know what it is?
What?
It's a cookie cutter car. Get the fuck out of my office,
sir.
Yeah, Zuckerberg, security.
Don't judge a man by his car.
And then two turbo hillbillies in suits come out and throw you out.
Why am I being wrapped in ham? Why am I being wrapped in ham, sir? And you guys have a moat of alligators.
Just a shitload of alligators. And then you get to your Passat, and it just terrorized.
It's also wrapped in ham.
It's covered in ham.
Throw the Passat and him into the alligator moat.
Out of all the cars, I would say an E-Class Mercedes.
Dude, I need a car.
Represents
I need a car with some. I'm tired of having a slow car. I need you to help me.
Hey, guess what, everyone? I'm getting rid of my Prius. I can't do it anymore.
What about the Tesla?
That car, you can keep it. That car sucks.
Hey,
listen, if you buy a Prius, you should
car.
get a free year membership to all the tofu you can eat. Because guess what? You're a pussy, all right? And I know everyone's going to jump on me for this. That car sucks ass. I get in that thing on a Monday, it fucks up my entire week. I don't drive it anymore. So if anyone out there wants a Prius, hit Big Brown up. This thing's for sale. Fuck you, Toyota.
Bro, you're getting crazy.
I'm sorry, man. At first,
they're not going to sponsor us.
I don't care. At first, I was trying to be all nice, be environmentally friendly, save money.
You're backlashing.
I'll spend the extra $1,000 a year.
You're snarling, bro. You're snarling.
Fuck those things, man.
No, it's about you to
fuck you, Prius.
Bro,
that car is terrible. Oh, no shit, they're a good deal. That's because they're made out of plastic. I got on the highway. I thought I was going to die. The other day, I got on the highway. Everyone's going 80. Guess what? The Prius takes about 6 minutes to get to 80. That thing's dangerous as shit.
Dub told me, he goes, I don't call it the Prius. I call it, I won't hit you back no matter what you do to me.
100%. You know what it's called? You know what the Prius is called?
What?
I gave up. The Prius is called I gave up and moved to the valley. I gave up, moved to the valley, and I also have a small dick, and I want 0 chicks. I want 0 chicks. When I bought that Prius, I automatically said, you know what? Unless you're Ronaldo or Leonardo DiCaprio
or
Bryan Callen, you can drive a Prius. Because then when you get out, like, oh shit, it's them. If you're big, you're not getting a Prius.
It's not a big brown car. It's not a big brown car.
No, you know what I did this morning? Because Brian and I have such a big week, a huge week, not only personally but for our business, everything. Huge week, one of the biggest weeks you can have.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. You know what the first thing I did? I walked down. My Prius is next to my M6.
Yeah.
It goes Prius, M6. I kicked the shit out of that Prius. I kicked just like this, just like fuck you, Prius. And then jumped in the M6. Now we're here.
You just kicked it for no reason.
Kicked it.
Listen, give me a car. I need a car.
You want a Prius?
No.
I got one for sale.
Give me a better car.
$100 a month. $100 a month. But once a week, you gotta come by and I get to kick the front end. I get to kick the front end. You can keep that Prius.
You're snarling. You held it in long enough, and you just had your outburst.
Bro, I get in it. I get in it and just
That's
like,
so funny.
bro, you know what?
You
know what?
love The Rock. You hate your Prius.
Love The Rock. Hate the Prius. You know what? When I was at Rogan's show in San Jose,
Oh my God.
backstage, so I love Porsches. Love them. I'm obsessed with Porsche.
Yeah.
Rogan
got a
drives a
he's got a
GT3, and
yeah.
it's hooked up by this company called Sharkworks,
Yeah.
where they trick these things out. It's like the
As
best
if you
company
need
ever.
to trick out a GT3.
Well, this place Sharkworks does the best in the business. They're the best quality you can get for that customized Porsches.
Right.
So I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, "Cool, man, cool." And we're talking about how cool naturally aspirated engines are. This is gear talk. So
Aspirated.
naturally aspirated engines.
Okay.
So like a turbo, it's not turbo. There's no supercharger. It's naturally aspirated. So my M6 is the last V10 BMW ever made. It's naturally aspirated. We're talking about V10s, and I go, "Yeah, man, it only gets 11 miles a gallon." And everything was going great. Me and this guy, things were great. And then I go, "Yeah, it gets 10 miles a gallon. I drive so much, I bought a Prius." Guy's face goes blank, and I just right when I said Prius, I went, and he went, "Have a good night, man. Have a good night," and turned around, walked away.
That was it.
And then I looked over at Rogan. Rogan just looked at me and like this, and then I was like, "Okay, cool, man." And then they're leaving. I go, "You guys, you still want to do dinner after this?" Or Rogan goes, "We'll call you, man. We'll call you."
Crickets.
Schaub didn't get a call.
You don't.
Schaub didn't get a call.
You don't bring
The
up a Prius at Sharkworks.
You don't bring up a
Not at
Prius
Sharkworks.
when you got a bunch of alpha males around. That's like a bunch of lions eating and someone tossing in a tofu grenade.
Yeah.
And the lions are like, "What the fuck? What the hell just happened?"
Who threw the head of broccoli in
That's
here?
what happened.
We don't
There's
need
a bunch
broccoli.
of steaks and red meat. Then all of a sudden,
Anybody want some broccoli?
in comes this square of tofu.
Hey guys,
just
I got some
jiggling.
broccoli. Don't forget your vegetables
Ugh.
while they're eating. The gutting at the gazelle.
There's a lot of Prius drivers out there. I'm sure I'm going to infuriate some people. I don't care. It doesn't mix well with Big Brown.
You lost your mind. You're a car guy. I'm not.
Love cars, man.
11 miles a gallon. I get 44 miles a gallon in my Passat.
Cool, Brian. I don't give a shit. I'd rather spend extra money and feel good about myself driving an M6.
What should I get?
Snarling down the 405 while you're in your Prius with your kids crying.
You want to snarl down the 405.
Oh, yeah.
What should I get? I got another question for you.
Well, I would say the Tesla, and then I found out your movie's going straight to DVD. I don't
it's
know,
not
man.
DVD,
I
bro.
don't know.
It's not DVD.
I mean, can I get it at Ralph's? Like, can I go to the movie and buy the movie on DVD at Ralph's? Where do you get DVDs?
Bro,
Where do you get DVDs?
You get it on iTunes.
Where do you get
Or
DVDs?
on demand.
But if I
Or
want,
maybe even Netflix
if I
or
phys-
Apple TV.
what about? Can I get it at Redbox?
Yeah.
I was at Redbox yesterday, and there was no.
I don't know if you can get it at Redbox, man. I'm not sure. I know Lionsgate.
I really want to see this movie. You're
Bro,
making it
talk
tough to
Lionsgate.
see.
Go to iTunes. You can get it on iTunes.
I'll tell you where I'm going
It's
to get
not-
it.
It's on the
I'm
front.
gonna
at the
go-
front page.
I'm going
of
to
the
go down to
iTunes store.
Venice Beach and get it from the guys who are hustling the DVDs. They'll
Bro.
have it for sure.
Bro, just get it on iTunes, man. Go digital, okay? Get with 2014.
You know what? I don't have Wi-Fi and I don't have a laptop or nothing, so
If-
I'd have to watch on my phone. No one likes to watch movies on their phone.
We
How
gotta
about
get-
you just give me the
By the
freaking
way,
DVD?
We got to get
Just
to
give me
fan
the damn
questions. We got to get to
DVD.
fan questions because we got to get to UFC now soon.
We're all right.
By the way, I'm gonna count to 10.
Why?
You need to spend $1 billion. That's
Okay.
$1,000 million.
Okay.
It's $1,000 million.
Yes.
A billion seconds is about 33 years. Okay, I'm gonna count to 10. You gotta spend it all. All right.
Wait, I have $1 billion.
On yourself. You gotta spend it on yourself. You can't buy anybody anything. You gotta spend it on yourself. You ready?
And okay, I get 10 seconds to spend all this
You can
money.
only buy 2 houses.
Okay. Ready?
Ready, set, go.
I'm buying a
1,000.
beachfront
2
property
1,000.
on Venice
3
Beach.
1,000.
I'm buying a
4
beachfront property
1,000.
in Malibu because I don't
5
want to do that
1,000.
commute. It's one way. And then I'm
6
buying a
1,000.
Tesla, a
7
Bugatti,
1,000.
a Porsche
8
GT3,
1,000.
Porsche
9
GT2
1,000.
Turbo, and I'm having Sharkworks
10
hook it up.
1,000.
And then I'm
You
going to buy a
are-
helicopter.
That's 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You didn't get the helicopter in time.
Yes, I did.
No, you
I got a
didn't.
helicopter.
And you.
You know, like a Kobe
and
Bryant,
you.
the Black
You are
Mamba.
the
But it's going to be
worst.
called the Big Brown.
You're the
The Big
worst.
Brown helicopter.
You-
It's going to be brown, sparkly,
What?
going through.
The guy literally has spent. I gave him 10 seconds to spend $1 billion. He spent maybe tops $30 million.
What? No.
You got
a place on
700.
Malibu?
You got 700
You got that, man?
$770 million left, and you spent $30 million.
Well, first of all, it'd be at least $30 million just on the crib alone. I didn't say which house on Malibu. If we're
So
talking
good.
beachfront
Okay,
property.
so you got 2.
I probably spent $100 million.
No, you didn't.
Well, no. Then
No,
the
you didn't.
that big brown helicopter with a custom paint job, that's not going to be cheap. And we're
Yeah,
not
it
talking
is.
about a one-man helicopter. I'm talking fucking MASH style where my homies are hanging out the side on guns and there's all tinted windows.
You didn't get
there's
that in time. I'll give
movies.
you 10
We're
seconds.
watching your movie on DVD in the helicopter. I'm flying around.
Yeah.
And then you got to pay the pilot. Then you're talking about
First
gas.
of all, you didn't have a plane in there? You didn't
I don't want a plane. I want a helicopter.
Oh, you want to fly commercially?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to fly commercially?
No, I have a helicopter, Brian.
Okay, bro.
A lot safer than planes, by the way.
I go
Planes
helicopter.
I don't know if you know this. Planes are disappearing left and right. So I'm not flying on planes anymore.
Well, you can get just fly in the United States. I'm getting helicopter. I'm getting plane. I'm getting 2 houses. We'll figure that out.
Where at though? What location?
Hmm?
What location? I like how you got in on the fan questions all of a sudden. I like how. Hey, listen, if you want to go with the questions, you have to tweet Big Brown #firing the kid because you
Really?
stole some question time.
I didn't. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
No, keep going.
Let's
No, finish this. What else are you gonna get?
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to figure out what you want exactly. I'd probably have a bunch of horses for who.
God, your story's lame. If you had $1 billion, you'd have 6 Passats, each different color, a Prius, a bunch of
You know
horses.
what I'd do with $1 billion? I'd start a school for underprivileged kids.
Hold.
I'm a great
Fuck
guy.
off.
I'm
No,
a
you're not.
great guy.
Listen, this isn't Oprah Winfrey. You're not starting a school here.
not, bro?
I know you, Brian. You're not starting a
In
school.
Malibu.
Well, can I be a teacher there?
Yeah.
Like a gym teacher.
A gym
And my
teacher.
salary's $500 million a year.
Yeah,
and I'm
you
a gym
teach-
teacher.
and you teach-
I just show up in sweats and I get all out of shape.
You teach the lingerie football league plays.
No, I don't want to do
You're
that.
their coach.
No, I don't want to do that.
Let's go.
That
Put
sounds
some mustard
awful.
on that pass there, Tina.
No, I'd
Hustle up.
rather like kickball, crazy kickball.
Yeah, I love those games.
Love crazy
Dodgeball, kickball.
Hey, America, quit being bitches and let kids do crazy kickball,
I agree.
Red Rovers.
Make your life
Dude, how about this? How about I'll tell 2 stories and we get to fan questions. So how about I'm in San Jose. My friend Tarek, who's going to come on the show, who owns Empowers, the gym Empowers, which is ridiculous. Anyways, Tarek is a very well-connected guy. And after the fights, he goes, oh, my friend owns this restaurant. It's called SP2, I think. It's right by San Jose Stadium. And you know me, I'm a foodie. Hands down, the best restaurant I've ever been to. Environment was ridiculous. Chicken heads, central, but sophisticated, the type we like.
Wow.
Just dime pieces
Yeah.
everywhere.
Like divorcees from rich guys, and now they're
Exactly,
walking
but they have their shit together
Yep.
and they're really not
Older, little
trying to
older.
get pregnant.
Yep.
Little older, they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It
Yep.
was nice, well dressed. Environment was dope, live band, all this stuff. Anyways, the guy was a jiu-jitsu guy too. I think he's a black belt, black or brown belt. Gnarly ears like me. I was about to say sorry, I almost included you in this. Tattoos, sleeved up tattoos. Good dude, right? Doing well. He goes, bro, I listen to the show all the time. And he educated me. He goes, I lived in China for 8 years. And a lot of the fans, because I talk about chicken heads all the time, right? And people ask me, where'd you get that term chicken heads? And on Rogan's podcast, I talk about chicken heads all the time. This is where it came from, people. Chicken heads to me, growing up in Aurora, Colorado, we use the term chicken heads. The way to describe a girl who's out for money and just wants sex, stuff like that. Chicken heads, right?
Sure.
Some might call them groupies. I call them chicken heads.
Yep.
So, and I do have a black belt in chicken heads. This guy says to me, in China, it's actually a term, chicken head. He said the Chinese word. I forget the name of it. He said the Chinese word. And he said whorehouses in China are referred to chicken coops. And the girls in the whorehouses are referred to as chicken heads.
Interesting.
Now, vice versa, in China, I guess there's male whorehouses, which is awesome. Have you ever heard of that? A male whorehouse?
No.
And those guys are called duck heads. And the houses that they dwell in and do work in are called duck houses.
Really?
Listen,
For
you
sure,
don't just
for
listen to
sure.
the Fire and the Kid
Yeah.
for entertainment. You're now educated.
But for sure, tell your friend that there is no such thing as duck heads or duck houses, i.e., male whorehouses in China. For sure, tell him
No.
that he's a liar. And for sure, tell him I'd like to see any data on that. And for sure, tell him that I don't believe him.
You don't believe any of this.
For sure, you tell him that.
You don't believe any
and
of
let
this.
me keep going by saying chicken heads may have come from China to an extent, but that was probably invented by some rapper as well.
Or
So-
Big Brown invented it.
Or Big Brown invented
Give it up.
Thank you. So you tell him not to.
That's
Keep
my
listening.
boy. Watch your P's and Q's. He's a black belt
He's a
now.
tough kid.
Super successful, by the way.
Is he?
Super successful.
That's pretty cool.
Started like 6 gyms in China, jiu-jitsu gyms.
Really?
Fought as well too, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Super successful.
So I should mind my piece of
I
cues.
definitely would. It's definitely a guy you want to know.
He's gonna smack
Great
me around.
guy.
Really?
Best restaurant. You and me are foodies. We got to go there.
Let's go.
SP2, San Jose. Ridiculous.
I'm there.
You know how big of a critic I am too.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not getting paid for this. I can't even tell you the guy's name. He's my homie's friend, Tarek. I'm just doing this because this was a legit place.
SP2 in San Jose.
SP2 in San Jose.
Go to SP2 in San Jose. I'll be there.
Ridiculous.
I might be doing the improv.
Really?
Call them. Yeah. I like that. I like that place.
Super legit.
Fan
man.
questions.
Fan questions. Fan questions.
You have a bad voice, huh?
Do I? I feel like it's pretty good.
Can't you sing? Can I just ask you something? Can you go like this? Can you?
See, I can't sing like
Dude,
the
just
theater.
please.
I just gotta bust out in a
Well,
song
give us one
a
song.
boom boom boom. Let me hear say well well. See, that's fun.
A boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Here's a well.
Well, a boom boom boom. Let me hear say well.
Well.
Yeah,
Try
see,
that.
that's fun.
Try this. Well.
Well,
Not bad.
legit, huh?
A little flat.
I was built
a
for
little flat.
dance. I was built for the
Oh.
stage. Well,
Yeah, a little flat still.
a little
huh?
flat, huh?
Yeah.
See, but you can't critique it. I just have to go into it.
What's the song? Quickly.
You got a song for us, Evan?
Lou Bega, Mambo number 5.
What is that song?
Brendan knows it.
Yeah, I know it.
Go ahead.
A little bit of Tina in my life, a little bit of Victor in my life. Yeah, it's like that,
A
right?
little bit of Tina in my life.
You know that
Try
song?
that. A little bit of Tina in my life. Try it. A little bit of Tina, not a little bit of Tina.
No, I told you, it just has to hit
It's
me.
a
I'm
little bit
I'm
of
like that
Tina.
savant that you just hand a violin to and I just play
Is
it.
that right?
But if you have to force me to play it correctly, it's not gonna sound
Dude,
good.
we laughed so hard because me and Crystalia and Will Sessler tried to sing Silent Night. It's super hard. Like, try
Silent.
without laughing.
No, not
laughing.
silent. I'm not singing Silent Night.
Wait.
I'm not singing
Without
Silent.
laughing.
You drive up beside and you try to make me sing Silent
Without
Night.
laughing.
And you want to wrap me in bacon.
I can't do it.
And you want to wrap me in bacon. And your movie went straight to DVD.
Okay, hold on.
No, Brian.
Hold on.
No.
Turbo Billies. Hold on.
Turbo
Billies have you wrapped in bacon. You're going to get tossed into a swamp. Alligators, you can see them. 11-footers, 12-footers. I want to hear you sing Silent Night.
Before Watashi, unless you sing
If
Silent
you
Night.
can sing it well, all I need to hear is Silent Night.
Bro,
Oh, I can't
it's
even
so
do it.
Stupid.
I can't even do it.
You're
You
set
can't
up
do
for
it.
fit.
You can't do it with.
Silent Night. What's up, son?
Go on.
No, I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I feel weird.
Just-
No,
I know you get
I feel
embarrassed.
super weird. I feel
You
super
get
because now it's serious.
It's
now
embarrassing.
It's serious. It is.
No, that's
it's
the
a horrible
point.
song to sing.
The point is, if you have to try to sing it, and seriously, you get embarrassed by the second verse. Watch. I'm impossible to embarrass. Watch this. I'm going to get embarrassed.
Hold
on.
Hold. I feel awkward right now. I feel awkward.
It's
It's
so-
hard to make me feel awkward.
Hold on.
I'm not mad at your shirt though.
Hold on. I can't- Hold on. Seriously. Silent Night.
God, just stop. Just stop.
It's
Can we
such a
Can we
bad
can we
song.
go to
Can we
go
get
to
the fan
please?
questions?
Let's go to fan
before
questions.
Brian's trying to get a record
Fan
deal?
questions. Fan
Quit using our
questions.
show trying to get a record deal, bro.
That song makes me laugh so hard trying
Oh.
to sing it.
Yeah, Silent Night, you're set up for failure. Fan questions, fish and giggles, fish and giggles.
Fish and giggles.
Let's do this.
Fish and giggles.
Real
All right,
quick before we
we
get
are
these
in.
fan questions, you were in Europe.
I was.
How you doing? I got an epic picture to post of you in Europe.
I'm beyond jet lagged.
You're exhausted
I bet.
right
Yeah.
We're in Europe.
I was in Switzerland and France. It's like a 13-hour time difference.
Who'd you go with?
My family.
Did you see any dime pieces
I think
out
it's
there?
an 8-hour
Yes,
time
I
difference.
did do a little bit of international tindering.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Hold on.
There are no
There's-
great stories to come
But
out
there's
of that.
hold on. But
it's out there.
there's international tindering.
Yeah,
Tinder's
you-
international.
Oh yeah, you can whip that thing out and all across
And is
all across everywhere.
now? Would you say the girls on Tinder are better or worse in Europe? I bet there's some
I'd-
real dragons in Europe though. Just super dragons, especially
actually-
especially in Germany. Just yeah, Evan, yeah.
Hey man, that's a terrible German impression.
Sorry, bro. Why don't you
Yeah,
sing Silent
yeah.
Night and jack off for me in the back?
Silent Night.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh.
Half of Switzerland speaks German and the other half speaks French. So
Silent
half
part of it
my-
speaks Italian.
Yeah, and
and
part
you
of it speaks
speak
Italian.
none, and you
I
speak
speak
none of
none of
those.
that. And
Yeah.
German, even on the hottest girl, is the most abrasive language I've ever heard in my life.
It sounds like they're shouting at you.
Yeah.
However,
I thought they were angry at me.
This
every
is
time I
why
was
this
talking.
is why you're a 3-stripe brown belt in chicken heads, because if you have a black belt, you speak all languages. It's called chicken head talk.
That's true.
Where one look and they're in.
You
all
smile
right?
and you
That's
ask
why you're a
questions.
3-stripe brown belt.
There is
Excuse me.
looking
like-
on
Because Big
Tinder.
Brown and the kid go to Europe.
Yeah.
We speak all languages.
clean up.
You can send us to anywhere.
We clean up.
Australia,
We clean
Japan. We speak international.
And I have cleaned up. Been to Italy. Didn't speak
Yeah.
a word. Well, I was wearing my majority
Well,
of
I
pants,
haven't.
Had a goatee and cleaned up. The kid cleaned up.
Oh yeah, you can
yeah.
send us anywhere. We
Made
speak.
out, made
we're
out with a
international.
number of girls didn't speak a stitch of English.
None. It doesn't
Por
matter.
favor, no Italiano, but would you like to dance with me? Or that's it. That's it.
Me and Brian are like the Rosetta Stone of chicken heads.
That's it, brother.
You look at
You're
us
gonna
and
take
you're
our
in.
class. You're gonna
Anyways,
take our
back
class.
to you.
I got one thing you don't though.
With that beard.
Youth.
The
that
beard.
beard
The
is
beard.
legit.
Yeah.
That was probably a conversation starter. But
It
then-
was a dominator out there.
really
Yeah.
they dug it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You look Swiss. You look like you belong on a mountain yodeling.
Are the Swiss people? They're big though, right? Are they? When I think of Swiss, I think of like big, thick people.
Germans are big, but yeah, the Swiss are big. They drink a lot of milk. They eat a lot of cheese, a lot of potatoes. They're big people.
All pretty tall people.
Yeah.
The girls thick.
No, girls are beautiful.
Really?
A lot
I've been in Switzerland 3 times.
a noticeable amount of just like white pants, just getting an absolute beat down out there.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that. I love
I
women
I
in white
was-
pants.
yeah,
I
it was
love
great.
Especially,
Yeah.
do they have bodies? They have bodies. I have
Oh,
known nothing
they're very
about over
athletic
there.
people. Very athletic people.
Sounds like I need to take my business to Sweden.
Yeah, very, very athletic. Not Sweden, Switzerland, but
Yeah.
Sweden as well.
It gets the seal of
Been,
approval.
been to
for sure.
Sweden too. There's a difference. You know that. right?
Fighter and the Kid head to Switzerland.
That's
Fighter
it.
and the Kid Switzerland edition.
The Swiss
Because
are
we
great form.
speak all languages.
Yeah.
Only big problem, and I know this would be a big problem for probably both of you. Everyone smokes out there.
Ah,
All the girls
damn it!
Yeah, there's a lot of tobacco.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
double fisting cigarettes.
Nope,
lot of
can't do it. Nope.
Let's get to the
Can't do
questions.
it.
We
Yeah.
gotta get going.
Yep, let's jump right into this.
Dang. No, we're fine.
Are we?
You guys ready? Let's do
Yeah.
this. First question's coming from @LOL with Chase. My dime piece wife clean and jerked 215 pounds this week. That for sure makes her stronger than Brian. Has he dated girls stronger than him?
Yes, I have. That's impressive.
You have? She clean and jerked 215 pounds?
That's crazy strength.
Yeah.
Now, how big is her dick?
Why you don't clown my boy like that,
That's
man?
all. That's the only question I have for him. I just had to answer.
I'd have to see
I had
her.
to answer a
I'd
question
have
with
to
a
see
question.
her because if she's attractive and she has like that muscular butt and legs, and she has like a skinny waist, it's attractive.
That's very
if she's a hoss, bro, don't tweet us questions anymore.
Well, you
Well,
said
I
she's
was
a
at
Don't
the
tweet us
airport.
questions about. Don't text it. Don't tweet us a question next week. Hey, it's me again. My girl benched 225.
Yeah.
Is that stronger than Callen?
And by the way-
P.S. She weighs 305.
And is your girl you in a way? Although I was coming back from Florida, and in the airport, the CrossFit Games had just finished, and so all these CrossFitters
I watched those, yeah.
were, and some of those women are no.
I mean, the
joke.
games are out here, but yeah, you're crazy.
some of those girls
Yeah,
are
all the
no
games are
joke.
in California, but yeah, sure.
No, because they were coming. They were at the airport.
They were
in
going to the
California.
games.
No, they were leaving the games, and they were all in the airport in California, going back to their respective
Oh,
states.
when you landed.
And man, oh man, you see some athletic people. You see some athletic women in there. You see some and good looking.
Yeah, for
some of them
sure.
just are a little too big for me. I'm too light in the ass.
Yeah,
It doesn't
so
mean they're not
100%
attractive.
that girl lists more than Brian. Next question.
Yes, and yes, I have dated girls who are, I don't know about strong.
I've
but probably
never
as strong.
dated a girl stronger than me. No, never.
You're stronger
ridiculous
than
thing to
every
say.
other guy too. If you dated a girl stronger than you, then I want to meet her because that is a
I've dated girls who are better at things than me, for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah. You're a very strong guy.
Yes. Ding.
All right, next one's from @Mighty Quinn. If you and Brian were baristas, who would make the better coffee?
100% me. 100%.
Why is that, Brian? How Brian makes I go to Brian's house.
Yeah.
He makes the best cappuccino I've ever had.
Yeah.
However, after all this fighting and analysts and podcasts shenanigans is over, I'm opening up a place called Schaubworks, and we're serving bulletproof coffee. It's gonna be delicious.
I'm down for that. You
Bulletproof
and
coffee.
I. No, well, bulletproof coffee is actually trademarked by Dave Asprey.
Nope. You can make the name bulletproof coffee is. However, I can put MCT oil in grass-fed butter and call it Schaubproof, and he's not gonna say shit.
Yeah.
So guess who's not working at Schaubworks? You, Brian.
Why, man?
But guess what we're going to be doing?
What?
Giving out DVDs of your last movie.
Ah, yeah, digital download, dude.
Get your coffee, get your DVD of Callen's newest movie, straight to DVD.
Download.
Go get it at Blockbuster or go get it at your local
Download it
movie
from
center.
iTunes.
And I'm not talking about Redbox.
Download it from iTunes. Next question.
I like this one. This is a good one. This one's gonna make you think. Marry, sex up, kill. Gina Carano, Jessica Biel, Hope Solo.
Oh, this one's easy for me. This one's easy for me.
Okay.
I'm marrying Jessica Biel. I'm marrying her.
You're having sex with Gina Carano?
100% because I
And
want
you're,
to see how I
and
do.
you're for sure killing Hope Solo.
Yeah.
Although if you had sex
Who is
with Hope Solo. God damn it. Brian just said who's Hope Solo. All quiet like it's not on video. She is the best goalie in the world for the women's soccer team.
I met her.
She's
Beautiful. She's gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have close
By
friends.
the way,
she's
step into her or Gina. I gotta take my vitamins. I gotta work with a strength coach for at least a year.
This one's easy. I'm probably gonna.
I love them all.
It's tough. I'd probably marry Gina Carano because of her athletic ability, and we're gonna have kids. I'm gonna have sex with Jessica Biel many times, and then I'm gonna kill Hope Solo.
That's interesting. Jeez, I think I gotta marry. I gotta have kids. You're right. I gotta have kids with Gina or with Hope.
You have kids with Hope and be little beasts. But obviously, there's something in Hope's, maybe there's chemical imbalances. I don't know. But she's beating bitches up, and she's like hitting her family members.
So
the night of her wedding, she got in a fight with her man.
Yeah.
That's a disaster.
Marry.
I'm going to have to kill you.
I'm
going to have to kill you.
Kill her. I gotta marry Gina Carano 100%, and I gotta have sex with Jessica Biel. What am I talking about?
There you go. You just rode my coattails. Yeah, for sure. You just did my answer. Next question.
All right, cool. As long as you guys both know that you're wrong, but we can go to the next one. This one's from RPW44. If Brian dies, does Brendan have free reign on Mrs. Callen and get to raise the kids? And are they raised as fighters or dancers?
First of all, free reign is horrifying.
Yeah, very poor
Like,
phrasing.
I can see Brendan going, yeehaw!
Just
Guess
walking
what?
in?
Break out the ham, because I'm an alligator, everybody.
Why is the Passat on fire out in the yard?
Yeah.
Because Big Man's up in here.
Kids getting put up for adoption because I don't like to deal with kids. And Mrs. Callen, your name is Mrs. Schaub.
Shut up. Now get your
big old
crown my
hands
chest.
on
You know I'm not going to be faithful, correct? we have an understanding here.
Look at
I'll
the
be here
size
on
of
the
my
weekends,
palms.
but during the week, I'm going to be gone. Doing all sorts of wild
I'm
shenanigans.
gonna be gone.
I'm going to need you to sign a contract.
That's it.
Agreeing that I can do wild shit when I want.
That's right.
But I'll come home and we're getting rid of the kids.
Yeah.
Because your kid cries a lot. Real quick. Kid's a crybaby.
Kids cry.
No. Kids do cry.
He's 3.
Your cries all
He's
the time.
3.
I had to punk his kid. Hey, I had to punk Brian's kid. I was playing soccer, doing penalty kicks, and he's, I want my ball. I want my ball. I said, you're not getting this ball. He goes, I want this. Sits on the ground crying. I said, bro, you better go get your mom because you're not getting the damn ball. He gets up and just runs off crying. You gotta do that stuff with him.
Yet.
He cries non-stop.
I agree that you have to do that
I
with
chewed
kids.
into an apple. He started crying because of the crunching noise. I mean, could you have a bigger pussy for a kid? I mean, can we be honest here? I bit into an apple. I bit into an apple and started crying.
He was
said
like,
he
hey.
said the crunching
No.
noise hurt his
He was
ears.
like, no, he
I went,
didn't.
oh, fuck off, little Callen. Go fuck off.
He was like, wait. I want an apple. The big giant's taking my apple. That's what he was
No,
saying.
there was
He was hungry,
a shitload of apples.
He was
I bit
hungry.
into it. He started crying. I went, oh, fuck yourself, little Callen.
you wouldn't even
It's like
get a-
Full House, and I'm
was-
John Stamos, but I'm just an asshole. I'm like John Stamos in Full House.
Just the ogre who
Oh,
steals,
beat it.
steals fruit from a child.
He said, I want that soccer ball. I said, you better get your mom then. You're not getting this damn soccer ball. He understood me, turned around and ran away.
Brendan at 30, dealing with a 2.5-year-old. You're not getting any food, and you're not getting a toy. I'm keeping the ball for myself, and I'm eating this apple.
Well, no,
Shame
there was a
on you.
shitload of apples. He started crying because I bit into the apple. I
Shame
went,
on you.
bro, come on. And they had no pants on.
Shame on you.
He had no pants on.
got-
It was awkward, man.
Yeah.
It was
He
awkward.
doesn't believe in pants. Go on.
Anyways, he
Next.
doesn't believe in pants. Your kid sucks. So I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, man.
Okay, no more questions about Brian's
Your
kids.
kid sucks.
No more questions.
Like,
more-
what?
I'm just trying to tough him up. Like every time I see him, I rub on his ear trying to give him cauliflower. I figure I'll see him enough if I just do this every time I see him. Eventually, he's just gonna be like,
You know he's
"Ow."
going to be wrestling. With that head, he's going to be wrestling and boxing. Go on.
Hold. Not happening. Your kid's gonna be driving a Passat at
He's
24,
going to be athletic.
bro. Do we need to have this talk right now on air?
Excuse me?
Do we need to have this talk on air?
He's going to be athletic.
Your daughter's athletic.
My son's going to be athletic.
Real
'Cause
quick.
if he's not,
Your kid's a baby.
if he's not, I'm going to have to disown
You
him.
have to disown him? Around my family, it's like 300. But right now, your kid's the weird Quasimodo with the shield, and we have to throw down
So
the
you might-
mountain.
you might
That's
have
your
to-
kid.
He's
your
on the
kid's
list.
the one with
He's
the
on the list
shield.
to be thrown from the cliffs.
He's like, oh, why can't I play? I'm like, lift your shield, bro. That's why you can't play. That's why you can't play. Get out of here. Your kid's not going to play with my
Your
kid.
shield, you're the weak link.
He's not even going to understand either. He's like, wait, why can't I play with Schaub's
your
kids?
shield.
Go ahead and lift your shield. That's why, dumbass. Go ahead and hit the bench.
Hit the showers, kid.
Hit the showers.
You're
Lift
the
the shield,
mascot.
bro.
You're the mascot. All right,
That's my new
next-
saying. Someone says, hey, why can't I play, Schaub? Lift your shield. Okay, get out of here. Why can't I go to Abbott Kenny with Brendan
You know
and Brian?
what?
Lift your shield,
You know
bro.
what? When
That's
people
why.
want to play on our volleyball team, they
Lift
gotta
your
lift their
shield.
shield.
Lift your
You see,
shield.
lift your shield.
Yep.
All right.
It's
good.
just a saying,
Oh,
kind
that's
of
a
like
good saying.
you're not going to make the cut.
That's a good saying.
Like your
Can he
son-
lift his shield?
Like your son's going to go to wrestling practice, the rest goes say, lift your shield. Beat it, little Callen. All right, carry on.
Lift your shield may be my favorite thing you've ever said.
Dude,
Thanks,
hashtag lift your shield. We got a new hashtag.
Sometimes you guys will say something like it'll just pop.
Guys,
we all know.
That's a
Maybe
shirt,
it's
isn't it?
thing.
That's a
Wait,
shirt. Lift
Tweet
your
us-
shield.
Yes.
Hashtag
God,
Brian the Kid.
That is a shirt. Tweet us different scenarios where you have to say lift your shield, everybody.
There we go.
Not just with Brian's kid who cries because I've been in an apple.
Lift your
Can you
shield.
please make him tougher? You know what you need to do? You need to put him on the shop program. You need to send little Callen to Aurora, Colorado
Yep.
with all the black kids. Let him play football every day and see how it goes.
Okay.
You're going to sink or swim.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
He's
Next.
gonna sink.
No, he'll
He's gonna say
he's got
And he has that
he's
damn.
got my grit.
No, he doesn't. I hate to be shitty
got
about
my
it.
grit.
Your daughter does.
He's
though.
2.5, bro.
Your daughter
He's
does. though.
2.5.
Your daughter does. Real quick.
The kid is
his-
2.5.
his
and
hair-
he spends like
You
he's
gave
seen
him a shit haircut too, man.
He's got
He
that.
has a bowl cut.
No, not
it
anymore.
looks like
It's all
a
long.
squid. Your head.
It's all long
Your
in
kid,
his hair,
Your kid's
his
head
eyes.
looks like a dick. All right.
He's
carry on.
2.5.
Sorry, man. Your kid's head looks like a
The
dick.
kid can get no quarter.
I've
He's
been meaning
2.5.
to say this forever. I know
Even
he's
the
2.
Spartans.
I know he's 2.
Even the Spartans didn't begin training their children until they were 8. They let them
I
have
know.
big kids.
But you can just tell. Lift your shield,
You
little
can't.
Callen.
He's 2.5.
Lift your shield and get rid of that haircut. All right, carry on.
Next one. Next question's
God.
from at Nick Jella. If you could be on Naked and Afraid, would you want the chick to be a smoke, or in his words, a gargoyle?
Gargoyle. I say warlock. You say gargoyle.
I say smoke show.
I say smoke show. So I'm rocking a boner the entire show where they're all good. Schaub, is there any way? I mean, we're
Yeah.
trying to blink it out, but it's distracting.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You
And-
can't,
and then-
you
and
can't
then-
brush
and
your
not-
teeth. You can't do anything, huh?
Well, she can't either.
Yeah.
And then if she's like a freak,
Day 21,
then it's gonna be
she's getting hairy.
the day 21. She's getting hairy.
She's got thick hair on her legs.
That's not attractive.
And a mustache.
That's a deal breaker. A mustache.
Girls get very hairy.
Hopefully your wife's not shaving your mustache in the mornings
That's true.
after 21 days.
That'd be bad.
That'd be bad. That means you're dating
I want
a
to tell you a story.
guy.
I'm gonna admit something to you guys.
What's up?
When I was a young man, I was with a girl. I was sitting on the couch. She began to pleasure me orally. She had her pants off. And I'm not kidding about this. I don't like talking about this.
Yes.
She had thick black hairs on her rump. She had thick black hairs on her ass. I don't want to talk about it. I feel a little sick right now.
Where
I'm
like on the
depressed.
cheeks or
I'm-
in the crack?
On both. On both. Now listen.
Oh,
Listen to me.
White girl, or was
Yeah.
she straight? What are we talking about
Yeah,
here?
she was like
A straight white girl with thick black
She was
ass
like
hairs.
she was like probably Italian and Irish. Listen, I don't want to talk about this.
Why didn't you tell her?
Hey, bro, I don't want to tell you right now. I'm having trouble even talking
I'm
about
sorry,
this.
man.
Like I'm depressed.
Because I talked
about
shit
it.
about your kid.
No, I don't care about that. I'm talking about this story. This story
It traumatized you.
Talk shit about my kid. You just came up with the greatest hashtag ever, and that's going to be on
Lift
our
your
t-shirt.
shield?
Lift your shield.
You should have told that girl, lift your shield, get the hell out of my couch.
Listen, bro. Listen, I am having trouble talking about it right now.
It was that bad?
Look, I was 20-something, and at that point, you could have had a hoof and a horn. I would have been able to.
You'd been game.
I would have been able to key. Yeah, I was game.
This
I
threw
was
you
game.
off.
This threw me off, man. I had to pretend I had a stomach ache, and I had to get out of there.
I've done that. I've acted sick many of times.
I mean, that's a problem. Anyway.
It's horrible.
Lift
What was
your
the
shield.
question?
Lift
Would
your
you
shield.
rather that if
Smoke
you're
show?
on yeah.
I think you gotta go smoke show because you got a warlock. Listen, if you got a smoke show, it's a fact. You're gonna be nicer to them.
Yeah.
Smoke shows get way further in life just because of the way they look, including on Naked and Afraid. If it's a warlock and she's putting up any kind of grief, guess what? You're on your own. I'm going to go to my side island. You stay here. You're screwed. Big Brown's going on his own. A smoke show puts a little bit of fight. I'm going to deal with it because you're smoking hot. And we're on this island for 21 days, butt naked, while this boner's just raging out on freaking TV.
And getting all sunburned. Next question, last question.
And attracting animals. You got to think about that too. Mosquitoes are going to be all over that thing.
All over your rod.
Bro, it's like these mosquitoes are vampire, and you have basically this thick bar of blood for these mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So these mosquitoes.
You guys want to come to the blood bar?
Blood bar.
Yo, I'll meet you at the blood bar.
It's a blood bar for mosquitoes.
I'll meet you at the blood bar.
Your dick is a
gross.
It's but think about it. That's what it is. So mosquitoes.
# blood bar.
Mosquitoes like, huh?
Borrow blood.
Huh?
It's called the borrow blood. I might get myself a tattoo that says the borrow blood.
Bar blood.
Or a mosquito.
My bad.
Or a mosquito.
Too much?
Mosquito speakeasy.
Too much?
Let's just get to the next question.
Sorry,
mosquito
Let's get to the
speakeasy.
last one. Let's wrap it up.
Think about it. It's a big tube of blood. There's mosquitoes.
Hey, bro, you're holding that. That's all. You're giving yourself a lot of credit. I've seen you.
Yeah, well,
That's
all
a
right.
little bit much.
What about that?
That's a little. Yeah, there you
This
go.
was too much.
Yeah, let's close the fingers up a little bit though. Let's. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. You got. What are you holding right now? What are you holding? A zucchini?
It's a bar of blood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bar of blood.
Exactly.
For vampires.
Be a real liberal with
All
how
right,
open your hand
is.
is.
Get your fix.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Go ahead.
We'll wrap the show on this last one. This one's from @DeathOfGoat. If you got normal jobs, what would you do? Don't say kill yourself.
Damn, bro.
A normal job, man. Honestly.
Caveat also for Brendan. Can't be martial arts related. Can't be a jiu-jitsu instructor.
Can't be a jiu-jitsu instructor.
I think about this. I'd be a teacher. Or try. No, I'd be an
What
entrepreneur.
the hell would you
I'd be
teach,
an
Brian?
entrepreneur.
No, real quick, what would you teach?
I don't know. Taekwondo.
You would be a fun teacher.
I was
You'd
a
be
good
the teacher that come and dick around so get an
Yeah,
A.
I could be a teacher. No, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
I'll tell you what, I'm going through it. I'm in escrow buying a place. I'd be a real estate agent because you can just be a complete jackass and make money doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, selling a house in West Side, California near the beach?
Yeah.
Pretty freaking
you're
easy.
babysitting people's emotions. I don't know, man.
Are you really, though? I mean, I talk to my
you
real
deal
estate
a lot of
agent
crap.
maybe once a day. Now they're escort.
You get difficult clients as a real estate agent, man. Believe me. And you have 10 clients going at the same time. If you're successful, you're on the phone all day. It's not easy. It sucks.
See, that still sounds super easy compared to what I do now.
While getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
I'd be a real estate agent.
Oh, I will be in Seattle this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Only come if you like to laugh really hard. If you don't like laughing super hard for over an hour, don't come to my show at the Parlor Live in downtown Seattle.
Interrupt his show and yell out Big Brown.
Not Bellevue.
Yell out Big Brown.
I get a lot of that. I get a lot of people who come up to me and say, we love the podcast.
And then your movie, where can they get it? I was joking around on DVD, but where can you get it?
You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on
What's it called?
On demand. It's called My Man is a Loser.
My Man is a Loser. Brian
Stamos,
Callen.
John Stamos, Michael
Support
Rappaport,
the kid.
Tika Sumter, Brian Callen.
www.thefighterandthekidshop.com. We'll have new shirts. Everything will be stocked next week.
We're
for
selling
you kids.
out. We've already sold out, and we apologize for that. When are we getting new shirts?
We should be restocked next week. I got the order in. It's a beast. I'm sorry I'm running a successful merchandise shop
It's kind
now.
of crazy.
It's a beast. Actually, my brother deals with it.
God
Jay
bless
Schaub,
Jay.
who gets
Jay
in town
Schaub.
this week.
Jay Schaub.
We got a
playing
big week.
volleyball.
Find the kid. We're out.
Later.